Yeah, hello, welcome to Kdraughttv. Now, in this video, I'll be showing you how to. Actually, it's going to be um, series of videos, but I just packed all of them in one. All right. So in here, I'll be teaching you guys how to win games, especially when you have three crowns or three games or four. As they will call it, the good three or the good four or the good two. Can have good two, can have good three. All right. Um, in most cases, especially when you are playing in Nigeria, here, if you have a game like this, they consider it a draw. But it's not all games that are draws. All right. So in here, we have this game whereby we have our opponent having this crown here. This is a crown game. This is a crown, and this is another crown. All right. So now, if it's the turn for the red opponent to play, now this is a winning game. Now all you have to do is to come in here. Once you come in here, that's all. This crown is as good as dead. You can't come in here. You can't come in here. If it comes in here, you're going to serve him this crown. All right. So anywhere the crown goes is a dead crown. Okay. This was how the game was before. If you are to play, come in here. All right. But if you want to make a defense, do not come in here. Maybe you are here. You can come in here. But once you come in here and your opponent comes in here, that's a winning game. So if anywhere the opponent goes here, it's a winning game. If he drops the crown here, you're going to serve him this game, this crown. You see that the crown is dead. All right. So even if he goes as far as the end, you're going to serve him this game. The crown is dead. So this is a trick I wanted to show you guys on how to win using as if you have a three crown. Now there are other aspects again. So let me set that up real quick. If you have, let's say you have a crown here, you have another one here, and then you have a crown here. Then this game is somewhere around here. Let's assume it's around here. So um, this game is another game that you can win, especially if you're having three crowns. One, two, three. My opponent is having this. So what do you do here? That's simple. I know some of you here have guessed it right. You're going to start the opponent this seed. Once he captures this, you lock in here. You see that the opponent can come out again. So this is another aspect of having the good tree. Okay. So there are other cases again. Let's assume our opponent, that's the yellow opponent here, is having a game here, and then there's a crown here for let's say even if there is no crown here, even if this is not a crown, you have a game there. You have a game here. Say you have a game here, you have a game here, and then there is a crown. Okay. Now this is being considered a good four. You can actually win this game. So how do you do that? Remember that this is a crown, this is a crown, and then you're having this seed one, two, three, right? And you're advancing forward. The red is coming down here. So this is a winning game. So what do? You serve your opponent this seed. No, sorry, the red is going down this way. Sorry. So all you need to do is to serve your opponent this seed. Once it captures this, you lock in here. And that's the winning game. All right. So never give up when you have three seeds or thereabout. Now, there are other games setting also. Let me see whether I can set that one up. Now, if you have a crown here, let's say this game has a crown, then there's a game here, and then there's a game here, and um, let's say there's a game here. Let me see that how I can set this one real. How I can set this one up. So there's a game here. I believe. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is a setting also. Most big players have used this setting to win games. So the red is having this crown, and the yellow is having this a crown and a seed here. And it's the turn for the yellow to play. Now, as it is right now, the yellow is going to win this game. So all he needs to do is to, if the yellow is the one to play, you're going to start the opening this seed. So once you have, this is an ordinary seed. This is an ordinary seed, but this is a crown. So if you start the opening this seed, it captures this. You use your crown, you lock in here. You see that the game is tied up. There's no way this crown can come out. So this is a winning game. All right. Okay. Now there's another formation for this, another pattern to this. So let's say yellow is having this seed here, and there's a seed here, and then there's another seed here, right? And then the red is having a crown here. This is a crown game. You put that well. This is a crown game, and there's a seed here. Now this is considered a good tree. Now let's say there's a game here. There's a game here. Now this is a winning game for the yellow, right? Same process, just like the other one that we did. All you need to do is to serve the opponent. If the yellow is to play, yellow wins the game, right? So you just serve your opponent this seed. Once he captures this, you move forward. To see how you block the crown from advancing, right? So this is a winning game for the yellow. Okay, so there are many different patterns to having a good 3, a good 2, a good 4. All right, so never give up in games like that. Now let me try and set one up. This one is a little bit advanced, and not that advanced for big players anyway. And we have a game here. Now, as it is right now, your opponent might consider it a draw. Most people just give up that this is a draw game. No, it's not like that. Now, if it's the turn for the red to play, it's a winning game. If it's the turn for the red to play, this is a winning game. So what do you do? So what I'm going to do is to come in here. If my opponent comes in here, I come in here. He's got to dodge, definitely. Then I come in here. Now, you see that once he comes in here, I'm going to serve him this seed. Now, this is a crown. So he's going to capture this. Then I capture this. See that that's a winning game. Now let me set that one up real quick. Again, this is the game, like this, like this. You have this here, and then you have this here. Sorry, this here. As it is right now, like I said previously, the red wins the game if the red is to play first. So you come in here. The opponent will definitely come in here. You advance. He comes in here. You move in here. And once he comes in here, the next thing you're going to do is to start your opponent this seed. So he's going to capture 1, 2, then you capture this. You see that that's a winning game. Right? So there are many cases that you can win a game if you're having a good 3, a good 2, and a good 4, like I said. So let me try and set one up real quick again. So if you have this game like this, and then let's say you have a crown here. Let's say you have a crown. This is a crown. So you have this seed, and this seed. Now this seed is actually advancing forward. Wants to get to crown. Now, as it is right now, the red wins the game if the red is going to play first. So, what do I mean by that? Now, if the red is to play first, I'm going to advance with this seed. Definitely, my opponent comes in here. Then the next thing I do is to come in here. Now, if my opponent comes in here, has a crown, I'm going to lock in this seed. You see that it's a dead crown. So, but if my opponent comes in here, that's a crown, I'm going to serve him this seed. So either way, it's a dead crown, right? So, like I said again, let me set it up again. I'm having a crown here. This game is here, and this game is here, right? So, like I said, the red wins if the red gets to play first in this instance. So all you need to do is to come in here. The opponent comes in here, and you take this seed here. If it comes in here, that's a crown game. You bring your crown in here. If it advances forward, that crown is dead. All right. If it comes in here, that's a crown game. You serve him the seed. If it captures, then you capture. See that that's a dead crown. All right. Now, there's another pattern. Let me see whether I can set that one real quick. We have a game here. That is a crown, and then we have a crown here. That's three crowns anyway. Then you have a crown here. Then there's another crown here. All right. Now this is another instance whereby you have a good tree. Okay, and you can end up winning this game. So what happens here is if the red gets to play first, remember that this is a crown game. 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 So if the red gets to play first, the red wins. So what do I mean by that? You come in here. So if you come in here, if your opponent comes in here, you're going to come in here. You can see that now if your opponent comes back, you're going to serve him this seed. If he captures this, you're going to serve him this seed. If he captures this, and that's a winning game. Alright? But your opponent might not come that way. So let me reset the game again. Have it like this. This is a crown. And then you have a crown here. Remember that this is a crown game. Now, if I'm to play first, I'll still come in here. Now, my opponent can't come in here. Because if he comes in here, there's a crown here. If he comes in here, there's a crown here. So he'll probably come in here. So if he comes in here, I'm going to come in here. Okay? He can't come in here. Alright? So, let's say he comes in here. If he comes in here, I'll come in here. He can't go in here. If he goes back, I'm going to use this crown and give him. So let's say he goes back here. I'm going to give him this game. He captures this, and I'll give him this game. You can see that that's a winning game. So there are many instances, all right, that you can win that game, depending how your opponent plays the game. So there's another instance again. There are much as having a good tree. I think there's a crown here. You have a crown here. You have a crown here. And then let's say you have a game here and the crown here. So remember that this is a crown. This is a crown. That's the crown. That's the crown. And your opponent is having a crown here. This is another winning game, similar to the previous one we played. So if the red is going to play, the red comes in here. So if I come in here, my opponent can't come in here, because if he comes in here, I'm going to serve him this seed. Once he comes in here, I use that crown and then kill it. So now if he comes in here, I'm going to come in here. Now the next option is to come in here. I go in there. The crown is dead. Alright. So what will he do? He's going to come in here. So once he comes in here, I'm going to come in here. If he moves back, I'll come in here. So what does he do? If he comes in here, Well, I will come in here. I don't think so. If it comes in here, what's my next play? Let's assume it comes in here. I'm going to serve him this seed. No, if it comes in here, sorry. If it comes in here, I'm going to come in here. If he goes back, I'm going to serve him this seed. He comes, then I'll kill it. So either way, it's a it's a winning game. I think I don't know, is it like this? Yeah, I think it's like this. So if the setting is like this, is a winning game. So like I said previously, if the red is to play first, the red comes in here. Come in here and your opponent won't have anything to do. So the next what he's going to do is definitely to come in here. And I come in here. So what does he do? He comes in here. I offer him this seed. He comes in here and I offer the seed. So either way, it's a winning game if you have that setup like that. There are many games that you can have a good 3, a good 2. So let me show you an instance of a good 2 also. If your opponent is having this yellow game here, having this, and then this one normally happens during play, and then there's a game here, and then you have a game here. Now, the yellow opponent is advancing forward towards this direction. Then you are trying to win the game, all right, and you're moving this direction. But you have a crown. Most instances, if you don't play it well, this ends up in a draw. So, but if you have to play first, you win the game. So what do I mean by that? You advance forward. If your opponent comes in here, you're going to offer him this seed. Once he captures, capture. To say that your opponent can no longer advance with this seed. So, like I said, if you have to play first, once you advance in here, your opponent will come in here. Alright? If you advance in here, your opponent comes in here. So what do you do next? You're going to come in here. If he comes in here, you bring the crown here. If he comes in here, you go back. Once he captures, you come in here. See that's a winning game. Alright? So there are many instances that you can win the game. Having a good 3 or a good 2 or a good 4. The good 4 is easier to win if you know how to manage up the seats well. But the good 3 and the good 2, you have to think and then know how to position your seats to win the game. In most cases, it ends in a draw. Now, I always advise my viewers, because some of them are asking me, how do you set up? How do you ensure you win the game 100%? Well, everybody has a different style of play. And what I do, my own style of play, sometimes I use the Lagos pattern. Sometimes I use the Delta pattern. All right. So the Lagos pattern is a case whereby you try to, as the game progresses, you try to make up a diamond formation like this. Try to arrange your game like this. This is the Lagos pattern. You have a diamond like this. This is the last seed they normally move. If you play the Lagos pattern, you normally have your games arranged this way as the game builds up. So you can have it more like a star or a triangle. That's the Lagos pattern. Okay, there are other individuals that everything depends on the pattern you play anyway. But the Lagos pattern, if you're not careful, your opponent might go to crown immediately. What? Sometimes I use the Lagos pattern anyway, but I developed my own pattern and I call it the Delta pattern. What's that pattern? I don't move this back seat. I manage up with these seeds. It's actually a dangerous pattern anyway, but if you master it, I believe the highest the opponent can get from you is a draw. Now, the beauty about playing the delta pattern is your opponent can't go to crown. It's very difficult for your opponent to go to crown. So I manage up these seeds from here. These seeds here, I manage them up throughout the game. All right, before I start moving up this seed. So I use this seed, I consider them soldiers. So I use this seed here to attack. All right. The rule of the game is anyone that goes to crown first, in most cases, 99%, anyone that goes to crown first wins the game. So um, I ensure that my opponent do not, this game here, once these games here, they don't move. I just start up with this, I can start up with this, I can start up with this, I can start up with this. My opponent comes in here, I can start up, I can take out that seed. So I manage up this game, but it's dangerous. But once you master it, the thing is, the key idea here in playing this delta pattern is you advance forward, you advance forward, you advance forward, advance forward, advance forward. If your opponent comes in here, let's assume your opponent comes in here, you can play another seed, then you come back. All right, protect this seed. Before you, the key idea is try as much as possible to capture backwards, return. As you proceed forward, you return backward. As you proceed forward, you return backwards. As you proceed forward, whatever you do, try to come back. Try to come back. And at the end of the day, you might have a case whereby you now need to proceed forward. And just a single seed can hold up your opponent, can hold up to your opponent's seed here. Even if your opponents are, maybe let's assume your opponent, they are coming forward here. You can leave them. If your opponents are coming forward and you have your seeds like this, leave it. Do not be afraid. It is going to be very difficult for your opponent to break out from this place. All right? Thank you.